Okay, it looked like we were offline again. I happened to notice. Just saw a great blue heron flying by and some sort of duck in the air, but I can't tell what it is. But we should. We seem to be, today we've had some connection problems. I don't know why, but we have. It may annoy you. I know it annoys me. It's very annoying when we keep having problems and I have to keep dealing with those as opposed to looking for birds and hopefully photographing birds. Just for the marshmallow. Just saw a muskrat. The frequent disconnections we've had, believe me, like I said, they're very frustrating for me. And after a while, it gets to a point where I'm like, okay, maybe we should call it a day. Hopefully, we won't keep having problems, but I can't promise that. Sorry about the road noise, but I kind of need the windows open. I'll close one for now. Do I see something in the air up ahead? Great blue heron. like I've said before, really, I don't think I would want to ride a bike here on this rocky, road. I mean, the road is covered with rocks, and I can't imagine it's the best ride. But maybe it's not bad. I don't know. It's bumpy enough in a car. See some Canada geese and goslings, but unfortunately they're now behind grasses, but maybe we can get to a place where we can look at them. Let's look at them if we can. They're growing up a little bit, aren't they? Maybe starting to get a little bit of that coloration, if I'm not wrong. Okay, hold on one second. But I see some flecks here. Are they mallards? Look like mallards, male and female. I believe I just heard another yellowthroat. And the male is... Where's the male? Can I see the male? Here he is. Check something else out with binoculars. Okay, it's nothing. Okay, we're going to move on. I would stay and actually look at these two mallards a little bit more closely, but their grass is in the way. Let's leave the camera in place, though. Just in case. It's too bad, because we have what is for here decent lighting. It's not so punishing. Oh, come on. Somebody has a remote control car they're playing with. A car going ahead with a remote control car ahead of it. I mean, that's just stupid. I'm sorry. That's just terrible. If they want to go to a park, they should go to a park. Be interesting to accidentally run over their car. Okay. See a great blue heron in the air. I think I just heard another yellowthroat, I believe. We'll be switching cameras back in a moment. Don't worry. Is that something in there? Maybe not. Oh, that should be there. I think. Oh yeah, wood duck. Let's see if we can get things lined up. Now there are going to be grasses. Maybe not. Let's go move a little bit further. Well, let's see if we can get a somewhat of a decent look. Not too much better. Well, it's possible this is the same wood duck we saw earlier, but I don't know. It's a male. He's got his head tucked back a little bit. While you're looking at the wood duck, I'm going to look around. Again, this is a male wood duck you're looking at. Things are just different here this year. Like, for instance, you know, not last year, because they drained the pool last year, the main pool here, but in maybe it was 2 years ago or maybe 3 years ago, like we kept seeing lots of wood ducks and ducklings. Not seeing that, but that doesn't mean that was the norm. I've been coming here a number of years and had not seen that sort of thing before. We haven't seen any gallinules today, but I've heard one, I believe. Another Canada goose here. Oops. Hello? Hi. I wouldn't be surprised if it has youngsters with it, but I don't know. Maybe not. Oh no, I see 2 adults, so I wouldn't be surprised if they have young with them, but I didn't see any young. Too many grasses to really look. But every year here is different. I mean, you may think, oh, you're just saying that. That's obviously, yeah, that's true. But I mean, things change here quite a bit, year to year. Years ago, I think it was 2014. Remember, we kept seeing like all sorts of the mounds that the muskrats would build. Or at least I believe they were muskrat mounds. Don't see that many of them. There are a few of them we've seen, but not many. So this, I see a couple adults and some goslings. Maybe more goslings here. And the goslings are getting big. I'm sure, some of the changes are because of, the management efforts. I have to imagine that's some of it. But, it's nature. And things are always changing. Weather changes, just general conditions. Did we have a mild winter or a severe winter? All those things add up. See a robin. Is that a red-winged blackbird? Yes, the red-winged blackbird. Alright, let's switch cameras, I guess. Hearing, I believe, a song sparrow chip note. So anyway, you know, like I've indicated, you know, everything is different every year, and can be very much different sometimes. So I mean, never go into a year and say, well, last year this is what happened. Well, that was last year. This year is different. Years ago, I think I've told you of these sightings, but years ago near my home, you know, there was a great horned owl, and this was, you know, before I had bought or any, you know, really much equipment, camera equipment that is. And I'd love to see one, you know, these days. I have better equipment, better gear, hopefully better techniques. Maybe not. But, you know, that was just that one year, and saw it, you know, a few times, and maybe the following year, I think I would hear from a neighbor that they heard, you know, they heard it calling, or, you know, at night or whatever. I never heard it call. I'm not saying you know, I'm not disagreeing with them, but maybe I wasn't out to hear it. But, you know, no sightings since. Why is that? No idea. Did it move on? Was it chased off by the... could it have been chased off by my hawks? I don't know. I did see the other day, that breezy day, at one point there were I had near me 3 hawks in the air. And while I can't be certain, I believe it was, you know, all 3, Betty, Barney, and Phoenix. And I don't believe I've seen too much of Betty lately, so I'm assuming, first of all, that I've been correct in the fact, in naming her Betty, that she's a Betty as opposed to a Bob. But anyway, haven't seen too much of her, and maybe she's been nesting. But last night, I did see, I believe it was Betty. She was just perched in a tree. And at the same time, in a different tree nearby was Barney. I had seen Phoenix and Barney in the morning. Actually, Phoenix and Barney in the morning, they were right next to each other. It was good to see them. And all that does, by the way, seeing Phoenix and Barney, and again, I don't know with certainty that, like, Barney is a Barney, or that Phoenix is, well, I don't know if Phoenix is male or female. I'm assuming male, but I don't know. Anyway, to have 3 adult hawks living in the area, and I sometimes see them all together in one tree, maybe even right near each other. That's just about it for Wildlife Drive. See more Canada geese to our right, heading towards the North Spring Pool, maybe with Gaza. But anyway, what is the relationship? What is going on with them? I really don't know. It is curious to see, you know, the 3 adult hawks, you know, tolerating each other, you know, and I wonder if there is nesting, you know, is Barney is it Barney who is the father of any young? I don't know. Who feeds the young? Do both Barney and Phoenix bring prey? I don't know. I've never seen the nest, by the way. Not sure where it is. I have maybe a rough idea, but I don't know with certainty. And I may never know. I can't even be certain that they're nesting. I only in the past have assumed that that they have nested successfully and everything when I've seen juveniles in my area. So, are they nesting this year? Oh, I see a drop or two of rain on my windshield. Are they nesting this year? I'm assuming so. But just like with, the nest on the campus, it's a little early to tell, especially when you don't know where the nest is. Yeah, a few drops of rain are hitting the windshield now. Hopefully nothing major. Some pigeons to our left. Swallow just flew over the rope. Rain, last I checked this forecast, would be actually maybe while we're driving along, for those of you who are on MeWe and part of our group, the tour group, you've probably seen that Mary Monson has posted a number of photo albums just going back to October, from screen captures from October on through the most recent tour. And as I posted, it reminds me that we've seen a pretty fair amount. I can't complain too much, although I usually do. Tuned in and you're not on the MeWe group, you might want to consider joining in, just because there's some information about the tour. You get notifications if I post anything, and certainly notifications for tour times. And I suspect, although I'm not certain, but I suspect that the notification system is a little bit more reliable than anything that YouTube has. I don't even know if YouTube's notifying at all. I get the feeling it's not, but I don't know. And I keep seeing, I see a barn swallow. I keep seeing, from YouTube, things are going to be changing and this and that, and okay, whatever. Changes for the sake of changes. Anyway, the MeWe is if you don't know, is a social networking system and everything, similar to Facebook, but with better privacy and security. Not as big an audience, but I kind of like it. It's got some nice features, and I've been happy to use it. used to be on Facebook, but no longer. I was seeing just too many issues with privacy and security, and as it happens, I removed the tour from Facebook, and then just shortly afterwards, more disturbing stories came out about Facebook, and it's just so I was glad I was out of there. I'm guessing they were geese, but I don't know. I can't see them now. By the way, we're heading to Van Dyne Spoor again. Is that we will see, sandhill cranes. No guarantee, of course. Also, going back when I spoke of Betty, Barney, and Phoenix, again, those are hawks that live, red-tailed hawks that I just saw in northern cardinal. Those are red-tailed hawks that live in my neighborhood. I have a habit of looking for them. I hope to see them every single day. I don't always see them, but more often than not, at one point or another, I had at least one sighting during the day. It's tough when I go through a stretch where I don't see them for some reason at all. Hold on. Yeah, maybe it was a bird. I think it was. I don't see it on the road. Oh no. Wait a minute. Hold on. I've got to look with the binoculars better. I think it may just be a pine cone. And it is, or something like that. Okay, good. It was right in the road, and I was afraid it was something that, maybe a baby bird or something. Sometimes you might see a baby bird on the ground. It's fine. It's just that it's landed and it's resting in a spot that's really not the safest. ago, I looked out my window, and there was a small bird there on my deck, and I can't remember the exact sequence of events, but I saw it, and okay, fine. And then maybe it was a while later, I don't know if it was hours later or what, and it was still there. And I didn't know about birds as much as I do now. Railroad tracks, by the way. And I did eventually took photos, and I was worried about it. And then I don't remember if I saw an adult come and feed it, or if I saw that it flew away or something like that. Greatly relieved. But anyway, I had the photos, and as it turned out, I think I figured out what it was. It still had some of the eyebrows of it was a very young house finch, very cute. I just saw a northern flicker, I believe, and I was glad to see it. Just as glad that it wasn't, an injured bird or something. Definitely. Oh, hold on. Definitely saw a. It was definitely a northern flicker. Almost definitely. And I see a bunch of starlings to our left, including young starlings. And okay, fine. And eventually. And I don't know why I was already looking for her, but there had been an artist in, that lived in my general area. I just saw a mourning dove. But she no longer lived in the area. And at the time, didn't know where she had moved, or even if she was still alive, etc. But, I did some extensive internet searching, and she wasn't the kind to have a website. I don't know if she has a website these days, but back then, this is a number of years ago. This is like maybe, maybe 10 years ago, maybe more, maybe less. Anyway, I found her and reached out to her, and eventually, I did ask if she wouldn't mind, and she painted. I sent her a photo, a copy of the baby house finch, and she painted just like, basically just like I had photographed it. And she asked if I wanted to do anything different with it, cropping it or anything. I was like, no, just the way it is. And but she put her own style into it. And she did a nice job. Here, Robin. I eventually, she eventually sent me the original and, a number of prints. Just heard a song sparrow. I'm not sure what other bird I heard. It's tough to open the windows now because it's raining. Anyway, I've given copies of the of Baby Bird to my siblings. And it's this same artist, by the way, who is at least partly responsible for my real fondness for northern pintails. So I've got the windows open a little bit. I'm not hearing too much in terms of bird song or calls. Maybe the rain has quieted things down. Let's close the windows a little bit. Well, let's close them for now. Yeah, it's picking up. Wind has picked up too. Well, hopefully it'll all blow over and we'll have a look at, hopefully, sandhill cranes. We'll see. I'm not going to open the windows now. It's hard for me to see out through windows as it is. I believe I may see a sandhill crane and kind of low to the ground, so maybe it's still on the nest. I'm not sure. Somehow it doesn't look like it's right on the ground, but I may be wrong about that. You see, it has to rain now because it can't rain any other time. It has to rain while we're here. Could it rain earlier and get it done? No. And the way the wind seems to be blowing, it's not like I could open that side window. It would be blowing right into the car. Right now, because the side window's all covered with water, it's hard for me to see where the sandhill crane, I believe, is. Maybe that one is standing. And do I see the second one, possibly? I don't know. Well, at least one. I'm sorry I can't show you. I really am. Well, you know what? Hold on. We came all this way and I'm certainly going to give it a try. Okay, let's try something I normally don't like to do, but we'll try it anyway. And hopefully the storm will blow over, but in the meantime, let me see if we can try something that's a little awkward for me anyway. And then, you know, the storm may blow over anyway, but until then, like that. Oops, sorry. Let's see if I can do this in the first place. Shoot. Hold on. And this could just be as you know, a quick storm, so hopefully we'll have some viewing time here on the clearer skies, clearer, drier skies. Well, it doesn't even have to be clear. I just don't want the with a lot of rain in the air. I'm going to set you down. Well, let me switch camera. I have to admit, I'm not sure where I'm looking because the visibility is poor. I'm trying to get my bearings here. I think it's already clearing up a bit, but just need some air in the car. Still raining a bit, but I think it's clearing up. Anyway, we can see, not well, but we can see a sandhill crane. Is there a baby there with it? By any chance? Maybe not. No, maybe not. Okay, let me try this. There we go. That's a little better. Now the question is, where was the nest? Is anyone still on it? Is there a juvenile around, a colt? I don't know. All right, let me. I'm not seeing. By the way, I'm seeing Canada geese. We're hearing common gallinules. I do see some mallards. It could be. Well, I don't know where the nest was. Oh, you know what? The nest may have been a little further on. Let's move forward a little bit. I can't see because of the pillar of my car, but. Hold on. Like I said, there's at least one Canada goose here. Where are you, goose? Nope. There. There's some mallards out here a little ways. We're hearing... I'm not sure where the mallards are. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on a second. Yeah, okay. That's the same crane. Okay. The mallards are over here. Let's move forward a little bit. Things are going to get shaky. Still raining a bit. But it's not too bad. I don't remember exactly the location of the nest. Now we may have passed it already, but I suspect I just saw a barn swallow. I thought we had a decent line of sight from up here a little ways in prior weeks. Now it may be that they're not on the nest any longer, and they're if they haven't left the nest yet, they're kind of overdue. We've been coming here for several weeks. Got my own camera in the way here, so it's making it hard for me to look even with binoculars. There's a mosquito in here, and it bit me in the head. I thought I felt something bite me. Okay, it's raining a little bit again, a little bit more. I don't see where the nest was. If I have a mosquito bite on my head, I'm holding all of you responsible. I know your names. I don't know the mosquito. That's why. I think I may have passed the nest. Well, in the meantime, let's look at this gallinule. We've heard them. Hold on a second. There. Now we're even. Now we're even. In terms of mosquitoes. Oh, I think I see an eagle. Come on, come on. Oh, come on, cooperate, would ya? Well, here's the gallon hole I wanted to show you. Make it Make it 2-to-1 now. Anybody else? Make it 3-to-1 now. All right. No, I don't see the nest. Sorry about all this. This isn't exactly how I wanted things to work out. Boy, the mosquitoes have really come in here. Okay, I think we're beyond, I believe, where the nest was. I think we've traveled beyond it. Let's try. I'm going to turn around and try again, I think. And you won't be able to see because just the way the camera works. But I'm going to turn around. Maybe I should switch cameras. Yeah, let me do that. Let me switch cameras. See a crackle. Now there's a car ahead, as you can likely see. It looks like a minivan. And I wonder if they're looking for the sandhill crane nest as well. I don't know. Very possible. It's my belief, by the way, that the cranes have left the nest. And, you know, I'm not saying I was guaranteed always of seeing the nest, but we seem to be able to find it pretty easily in prior weeks. And they have been about due to leave the nest. I see the adult that we saw standing. Okay, let's stop here a bit. And let's look around maybe a little bit better than we were looking before. And we'll switch to the usual method here. 1 second. It's still raining, so that could cause us some difficulties, but we'll do our best. The skies are actually starting to clear up a bit, so maybe things will clear up fully, which will be fine by me. Oops. I just wish the mosquitoes would stay out of my car. I hear a great blue heron. Okay, thank you for your patience. So this is the adult that we've seen already. I don't see a youngster around it. And to this point, I've only seen the one adult. The Canada goose we looked at briefly before is right here, and I wonder if it's nesting? You know, I saw as I was driving earlier, you know, on my way before the tour, I saw in this one spot a goose, and it seemed to be on the nest that I believe I had seen it on before. And I thought, boy, it's awfully late to still be nesting. But we've seen some still, you know, some pretty young goslings, so I guess it's certainly possible that they would be nesting this late. So anyway, I'm looking with binoculars. I still see just the one sandhill crane. But I'm still looking around. I'm going to drive forward, I think, a little bit. I'm going to leave this camera in place. There's one thing I've been seeing, and I suspect if there's anything that's a sandhill crane, it doesn't look like one, but if there's anything that might be one, it's over here. And it's in roughly the right spot, I believe. But maybe not. No, I don't think so. vehicle or two coming. Oh, come on, mosquitoes. Jeez. They're relentless. 3 vehicles. But all going right through, so I wonder if they're just going fishing, which is very likely. It's maybe the best look at a barn swallow I've ever had. I'm sorry, mosquitoes are distracting me. Wait a minute, where'd the crane go? I don't see the crane, which may be good actually. The Canada goose has stood up. Just curious about it. Maybe it was just resting. Very possible, because we hadn't seen any nesting going on there before, so maybe it was just resting there. Hopefully it's okay. Oh, there's the crane. Is that the crane? Yes, turned around. But no sign of anybody else. No adult, no youngster. Okay, we're going to drive forward a little bit and see if maybe we'll get an angle on something. The rain has largely stopped. I hear Robin. There. Is that the nest? I think it is. So we've just been seeing the adult. Come on, mosquito, leave me alone. Yep, there we go. So there's the nest. Still, we still have an adult apparently on the nest. And I don't. Sorry. I would have thought by now, anybody there would have hatched. Now again, I've never really watched, a sandhill crane nest. So, maybe I've heard that they move along quickly after a hatching, but I don't know how quickly. So has anyone hatched and they're just there maturing a bit, or is this one just still incubating? And the other adult is over here. Mosquitoes are driving me crazy. Absolutely crazy. I didn't put any bug spray on because, you know, I don't like to do that if I can avoid it. Okay. Train's coming. So there seems to be, essentially, in terms of a chick, there's like no visible activity there that we can see. On the nest, so still incubating, I guess. Okay, we're going to turn around. We're going to continue on and keep looking around. Switch cameras. At the moment behind us, but soon to be in front of us as soon as I'm done turning around. And I wonder if they're looking for the crane nest, or if they know about it, or if they're just here taking pictures, or what. I don't know. Well, they don't look like they're looking for cranes, so I'm going to just not bother them. I said it before, but what I want to do is take bug repellent, mosquito repellent, and spray a mosquito with it. Let it hate itself. I believe I just heard a yellowthroat. Not very close, so our likelihood of finding it is poor. I see a song sparrow. Yeah. Oh, What's that? Hold on. Oh, American goldfinches, two of them, at least. Taking a bath, maybe? One there. What is that? Just a rock, I think, and there was another there. Hold on, let me see. I hear a cardinal. Let's see if we can change the angle a bit. So I can improve. Oh, shoot, they left the water. Okay. I was upset at an opportunity I missed the other day. I was at that birding area where I've been going during the week, and you know, I through my right, you know, the passenger window, I saw there was a puddle, and it was, and this is late in the day, it was nicely backlit by late afternoon sunshine. And in this puddle, which was not quite eye level, but not, you know, a little bit below eye level for me, in it was a bathing. Hold on one second. A couple of yellow birds just flew into the brush or bushes over there, and I don't know if they were, I don't think they were goldfinches, but anyway, and bathing in that puddle was, oh, hold on. It was a yellow warbler, and it was splashing around, and I turned the car around, but I never really got a good look at it, and it took off shortly after. I believe I see an osprey in the air. I don't know if I'll get it. Is that an osprey or is that an eagle? Neither one. It's a great blue heron. Okay. And what I wanted to show you has flown away. Okay, never mind. Okay. I hope to. I wish these mosquitoes would go away. I said I wish they would go away. Well, don't worry. I'll be turning around pretty soon. We'll look out this window and have a better look. I'm just driving along right now. I see a robin up ahead on the road. Oh, did I hear something? Maybe not. Hey, mosquito just bit me. I do see an eagle in the air. Bald eagle. Why am I recording? osprey nest, a distant one. Right here, and there's an osprey on it. And there's a mourning dove on the wires here, over here. But then over here, there's something else up here. Who's that? Come on. Little warper. Hey. Took off. I don't know where it is now. Oh, well, I do. Somewhere we can't see it. As suspected, people seem to be fishing here. Is that the nest that we used to see? Let's take a look at what I believe is an eagle nest. We've seen it before. If I can find it. Oh, I believe I heard an eagle. Yeah, I definitely heard an eagle. Where is this? Where is it? Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get my bearings here. There. This battery's getting low. Looks like a young eagle to me. What do you think? Hold on, I can't. There we go. So we're looking at a bald eagle nest, and what looks like, I don't know if it's ever left the nest, but it looks like a very young bald eagle. It's pretty dark. Although not very, very dark. I mean, maybe I'd expect it to be darker, so maybe this is just one that's visiting there and not necessarily a fledgling. I believe I just heard great crested flycatcher, though I'm not sure. And I see some mallards out there. No, it's definitely an eagle. I just don't know about the age. we're not going to look at it too much longer because it's not very, very close. Darken it up a little bit, see if that helps improve the view. Oh, maybe I darken it too much. So it's just preening by the looks of things. So we're going to move along. I see, oh, in the air I see a Caspian tern. We're going to move along. Hopefully we have enough room to back up because this minivan here is just parked here and not even doing anything but parking there. So I see some mallards. Is that a... I do see a pied-billed grebe. Oh, and I see... Hold on. Come on, Ferris, where is it? Can't see. There's something moving in the water. It probably is. It may be a muskrat or beaver or something like that. Just can't find it. There it is. Battery's almost dead. I'm going to have to change it very shortly. Okay. So, mallards, and I don't see much else. There are great blue herons here, including one out here, right there. Let's keep driving. I didn't show you the pied-billed grebe, did I? Oh, sorry. Here's one, I think. Oh, did it just dive? Yeah, I think it did. A couple ducks flying in. Are they mallards? They look like mallards. Oh, what's that? Black tern. I see a black tern here. We won't follow it like we followed last week at Mays Point. Not here in the car. Not like this. But there's at least one. So we have black terns and we have Caspian terns here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get this Caspian tern that's nearby. There it is. Very briefly. It's too close to really follow it right now. Okay. You can hear a pied-billed grebe. And there at last is a pied-billed grebe. Let's move forward. Oh, we still have some battery power. By the way, assuming we go to Sapsucker Woods today, you're hearing, by the way, hearing black terns. I see at least two. I think there are 3 or 4 here, at least. Oh, who's this? What do we have here? Lighting is tough. Baby grebes. So these are young pied-billed grebes. And there's an adult. Sorry the lighting isn't good. I wish it were. Cloudy again. Where did she go? So again, we're hearing black terns, but we're watching pied-billed grebes, and this is an adult and with the young. And it seems to be there are at least 4 young. Maybe 5. Like I said, I wish the lighting were better so we could see the detail a little better and I wouldn't have to brighten things up so much. So it looks like she's got 5 young. I don't know what they're called. You know, baby ducks are ducklings, but I don't know what pied-billed grebes young are called. Hey, where'd you go? Where's the 5th one? Nice to see. Okay. Well, hold on, a little bit more. Is that a nut? No. So if you're not familiar with pied-billed grebes, no, they're not ducks, although they have the same, form factor. But I'm glad we saw them. Okay, let's move forward. I'm still seeing just the four. Well, maybe there's enough diving activity. I mean, it seems like I had lost track of the fifth one, the fifth young pied-wheeled grebe. There's a grapefruit heron. Hold on a second here. That's nothing. So what you're hearing now is another pied-wheeled grebe vocalizing. It goes wop, 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 wop. That's my best approximation. I'm going to have to switch batteries very shortly. Is that the grebe in question? Right there? Possibly. Yes. Well, that is a pied-wheeled grebe. I don't know if that's the one that was vocalizing. Let's switch cameras and then switch batteries.